Hi and welcome to another Sonic Academy tech tip. In this one we're going to be showing you a technique where we use Simpler to layer up some saw sounds to create big super saw style chords. And the reason we're using Simpler over a normal synth is that you can control the start time on where the wave actually starts. In a lot of virtual analog synths, the waveform will be sort of rolling and it'll start at a different point. And with Simpler, you can start at exactly the same point and it gives you a more sort of solid sound. So I've got an impulse loaded with a kick, and I've got a set of chords, and I'm going to load in a silent as well, and I'm going to just sample a saw from it. So we're going to initialize the preset and just going to put the voices up to 8 and we'll detune it. And we'll hear what that sounds like. Okay, cool. And now what we're going to do is just re-record it back into an audio track. So we'll select our external in from the silent, hit record, and well, away we go. So that should be all we need. And we can see our saw wave there. So we'll just adjust the start time so it's starting right at the start, and we will crop our clip. Okay, so there we go. We'll rename this Super Saw. And we'll crop our clip again so it saves that with a file name. So now what we're going to do is load that saw into a Simpler. And then we can delete both these tracks because we're not going to need them anymore. We can hear what our saw sounds like. Okay, so if I play the chords back, you'll hear the chords that we're going to be working with. So we're going to do a few things to make this more interesting. We're going to increase the release time. We will turn a filter on and create a filter envelope. And then what we're going to do is layer all these sounds up together. So if we right click on the instrument and hit group, it now saves it in an instrument rack. And what we can do is assign some of the controls that we want to use to macros, because what we're going to do is layer up, have multiple instances of Simpler, and we want to be able to control the filter on all those instances at the same time. So if I right click on the filter, map to macro 1, the resonance, map to macro 2, filter envelope to 3, and we'll do release as well. So we've got these all mapped out now. And it means then when we duplicate our Simpler, it'll all still be mapped out on the duplicated Simpler. So it just means you only have to do this once. So always try and do it with your first one. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this again. We'll make sort of 4. And we'll put different parameters on the different versions. So on the second one, we're going to pan these left and right, and we'll adjust the start time of the second one slightly. just so it doesn't phase. And we'll do the same with these, so we're having them all on different start times. And we'll pan these left and right as well. Now the difference between us layering up samples like this and layering them up in, as I say, something like silence using your oscillators is, or one of the other synths, is that you can control the start time of where your sample is starting, and it just means you can, you know, dispel any phase issues, and you can make the sound more solid, and it is also always starting from that one point. So each keynote that you press is going to sound exactly the same as the previous one. It just gives you a more solid together sound. So we can pitch these slightly differently. We'll detune left and right, and we'll duplicate another couple of times. And we will transpose it up even higher. And we'll move our pan control as well, and the detune. So let's just check through that we've got them all set up right. Got left and right tuned up and down. And we can detune these slightly as well. So now we've got a really tight, big sounding Super Saw. And if we put our kick on, you can hear the sort of effect we're trying to create. The next thing we need to do is just put a sidechain compressor on the group, and we'll take the sidechain from our kick. And you could keep duplicating and layering these up. We could duplicate all those and have 16 saws or 12. And you could put them at different detunes again, so make the detunes more dramatic for an even bigger sound. We should also probably move the start times a wee bit as well, so they're not phasing. So there you go. That's a quick tech tip on how to create mega super saws. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.